How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about former film producer Harvey Weinstein finally being locked up over sexual assault charges. Now, in case you don't quite understand what's going on and you don't really know who Harvey Weinstein is, I'll back up a little bit here and explain what's happening so we'll be on the same page at that particular point. Now, Harvey Weinstein and his brother Bob founded the entertainment company called Miramax back in the late 70s, early 80s in Buffalo, New York. And of course, they were based in LA, California at a particular point in time. They were behind quite a few movies that are out there, very well-known films, Pulp Fiction, Clerks, Chicago, and many others. Miramax as a company was very powerful in Hollywood, and so were Harvey and his brother Bob, but more so Harvey. Harvey has won an Academy Award and also 7 Tony Awards, including one for August Osage County, which featured his bestie, Meryl Streep, and I'll place their picture on the screen before you, okay? But we'll move on. Harvey Weinstein, Miramax, Bob, the whole squad, they were very powerful in Hollywood. What Harvey Weinstein was very well known for doing was having a casting couch. Now, I'll try to explain what this is without being too explicit. There are women that come from all over the world to Hollywood every year. They're 18 years old, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. They want to get into the entertainment industry. They want to graduate from waiting tables in Hollywood to the silver screen. Some of these women would do anything to get on the silver screen. Some of them kind of get roped up in the lifestyle and don't quite understand what's happening. And then they kind of just get caught up. Harvey Weinstein is the kind of guy that will say, hey, I'm very powerful. I have connections. I'm the guy that's behind Miramax, is that and the third. Here's my resume. And check it out. If you want to be in this upcoming film or audition or whatever the case may be, come to my hotel room at about 3:30 a.m. for a quote unquote meeting. That's kind of how Hollywood operates sometimes. Not all the time. There are plenty of good women, good men in Hollywood, but that's not always the case. You have casting couches everywhere, and Harvey Weinstein was very well known for his. However, it would not just be the casting couch that Harvey Weinstein was into. It'll also be just straight up rape, straight up assault. That's what he was convicted on. He was convicted on a 3rd-degree rape charge that comes from 2013 of a former actress. And then before that, in 2006, there was a sexual assault charge, not rape, against a production assistant. So this is a guy that was in Hollywood and was very well known for just sexually deviant behavior, mostly like kind of quid pro quo, but also just straight attacking people. All right. So now, as a result of that, he's been locked up. Now, he was acquitted on one of the most serious charges, or the most serious charge, which was predatory sexual assault. That could have carried a life sentence. What he's facing right now is between 5 and 25. Could get 5, could get closer to 25. I don't really know. He is about 68 years old right now. So if he was to get 25 years, that'd pretty much be a life sentence. Even with the 5, that'd kind of be long for him because he's not really in good health. You may see him kind of like putting around in a walker and stuff. So he may be sick. I don't know what's going on with him. It could be an act to get the judges to be more lenient on him. I don't really know, but whatever the case may be, he has been locked up. He's in jail right now due to that. Now, he'll probably appeal and try to, drag it on that way. But as of right now, he's locked up. Now, of course, there will be comparisons to Bill Cosby. People are saying, well, why didn't Bill Cosby get the benefit of the doubt of having the cast and couches that and the third? Bill Cosby was not into the whole cast and couch thing. That wasn't his bag. His whole thing was just being a serial rapist, all right? He spoke about it on TV. He admitted drugging her. Like, Harvey Weinstein was not accused of drugging women as far as I know. For all, let me know in the comments below. His thing was just assault and having the casting couch and just going above and beyond and being too powerful for his own good. But Bill Cosby, on the other hand, was a guy that would just straight drug, rape women, beat them up, all kind of stuff like that. Okay, and the whole thing of, well, it was white women. Nah, it was black women too. It was pretty much anybody that was close to him. It was just him being in the industry and taking advantage of it, using it as his grounds to get victims. That was what it was. And even later on, he wasn't even necessarily in the entertainment industry anymore. He was just anybody close to him could get assaulted. The reason why Bill Cosby's in jail is because of, I think, a 2008 case with Andrea Constand being involved. Now, that particular case was of a Temple University employee in Philadelphia. This wasn't even no Hollywood person. That's why he got locked up right now. A lot of the cases from Bill Cosby's past were way too long ago to even be considered. Statute of limitations, it was just way too long. Same thing with Harvey Weinstein. A lot of the cases were from the 90s and early 2000s maybe, but really the 90s. So it was too long ago. Limitations that run up and you couldn't really do much to get them on that. There could have been many more rape cases that stuck if not for the statute of limitations. Now, some may ask, why did they wait until now to come out? They could have come out back then. Well, you got a very powerful Hollywood guy. What are you really going to do? And then the thing about Harvey Weinstein was that he had the casting couch. So there's a level of guilt there. It's like, okay, I want to be in Hollywood. I want to be famous. I want to be rich. But at the same time, I'm involved in a situation. Is it right? Is it okay? And then if you're not necessarily involved with the casting couch, but you get attacked, you may be not taken seriously by the community who all know that he has a casting couch. So you kind of stuck between the rock and the hard place. And the money that they have is just intimidating. But nowadays you have the internet and things are able to spread a little bit more widely. That's the reason why Bill Cosby got locked up, is because of a joke Hannibal Buress put out there about him. It went viral on the internet and everybody was empowered by the internet and the anonymity that it brings and the protection that it brings to tell their story. A lot of these cases came out before there was the internet, period, before there was cell phones or anything like that. The people that held the entertainment industry and the news industry in the palm of their hands controlled how information was disseminated. So your voice was easily squashed back then, but not so much right now. What I will say is that if you're going to accuse a person of rape, you got to have evidence. You can't just say, oh, he did this to me and I want some money. You got to be able to have evidence. You can't just put an allegation out there. Harvey Weinstein has been found guilty, so it must have been enough evidence to find him guilty. Same thing with Bill Cosby and many others. As I close, I want to say this. There are plenty of Harvey Weinsteins out there. Don't get it confused. I'm not really sure why he was the main one. Probably because he was so prolific with what he was doing. I mean, there are so many victims, accused victims, and all kind of people that are out there saying things about Harvey Weinstein. And people said that everybody knew in Hollywood what was going on, at least with the casting couch. So if you are besties with Oprah and Meryl Streep and people like that, and they want to be talking about, oh, me too, this, that, and the third. Well, don't holler me too when your friend over here has a casting couch with 19-year-olds that just came straight from Ada, Oklahoma, talking about, I'm trying to be in the entertainment industry, okay? And they do whatever they can to get on stage. You just turn a blind eye. Don't do that. If you're going to be me too, then let's be me too all the time, not just when it's convenient for you to do so in front of the camera. Keep that same energy off the camera as you do on the camera. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what do you think? Do you think it's a good thing that Harvey Weinstein has finally been locked up on sexual assault charges? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Or is it a bad thing? Do you think Harvey Weinstein is innocent? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Personally, I think where there's a lot of smoke, there's probably a small fire somewhere. I'm not sure if everybody that came against the guy was telling the truth. Same as Bill Cosby. I don't know if they were telling the truth. I think one person admitted to lying, but there were so many people, so many of the same stories. It was a well-known thing in Hollywood. Rumors had been spreading for years. It just kind of makes sense to look into it at least, and then you have evidence enough to convict somebody. What more can be said? Whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.